Hello viewers, this is Lipa Buhay. If you look at your surroundings, this surrounding I'm showing now, it's a feeling of peace, calmness, and you can even smell the freshness of the air, and all you see is the beauty of nature. The ground is all covered in white snow, pure white. You can really feel the difference if you are in a city where the traffic is going on. The sound of the traffic is just like a bumping noise on your ears. But taking a walk in this area is just very different. Where you only hear the crispiness of your footprints is because you are walking on top of the snow. Very white, beautiful snow. And that you are only surrounded with the nature. And every time you breathe in, of course, you can think of all the things around you that affects you. Unfriendly people. People that makes you feel bad because they talk so unfriendly. People who are tactless. People who doesn't think every time they open their mouth. People who never think that to talk with someone you have to think also that what you're saying cannot hurt other people. Sometimes you feel that being here just by myself just feels so good. Surrounded by nature. And everything I hear is just some kind of a mild wind. And as far as my eyes could see, it's trees, even though they don't have leaves, some of the trees, because it's winter. But you still see the beauty of nature. You look at the sky and it's totally blue. And the ground is totally white. And even you're in the midst of a feeling of a mixed feeling of a little bit sad, worry, anxious. When I look at around me, I just see that life is beautiful. That you should live your life, no matter how other people treat you. That sometimes it's just like that. You just have to ignore other people who are making you feeling bad, and think instead that you have a more beautiful life than them. And I see myself and I just realize, yes, You don't want to be affected with this kind of people. Especially these people who are called narcissists, people who have this personality disorder. And if I think deeply, I just can see that, yes, why should I be affected? Why it psychologically affected me? Well, as a human being like me, we are not made like robots. Even robots that are programmed to have a very sensitive emotional feeling can be affected when people will say something bad on them. But we human beings, if you have a healthy personality, when I say healthy personality, you are a person where you don't want to hurt people, and if people say something bad on you, you get hurt. Because if you are somebody who doesn't have a healthy personality, it means there's something wrong with you. You are the kind of person who doesn't have empathy. You're the kind of person who doesn't care how people think if you say something bad to them. Of course, sometimes if you're not in a situation where you are already being affected psychologically with this kind of people called narcissists, maybe it's just easy to say, ignore them, don't mind them. But when you are already in the point where you were already affected on how they treated you, you just realize this abuse of people who have this personality disorder is for real. It can really knock you down. But the lesson I get from this experience I have is that if you are surrounded with a narcissist at your work, anywhere, and you don't have a choice of avoiding them every day, the best thing actually is to get rid of them. Change your work. Do everything that they are out of your life. Avoid them. Not having them near you. And that you know how to handle it. Because even though you are a strong person, it can really knock you down. If you're somebody like me who is highly sensitive, but of course, even you are strong enough to feeling like you can make it, you will come to a point that your emotional well-being will weaken. Every time they say something that makes you feel bad, you take it in only. You just say to yourself, I can make it. It's okay, I can make it. And you will not even realize that by little, they have already affected you psychologically and emotionally. And in the end, you cannot make it anymore. I cannot believe I get sick because of that. But anyway, my journey of fighting against this feeling of anxiety I have now, and all these physical and psychological negative effects on me of an abuse of a person who is called a narcissist, person who has a psychological disorder. follow me in this season, because I will be presenting a lot of videos based on my experience, how I handle my situation, what I go through in fighting this anxiety that I have. I will tell every detail of the story, how it started, how it continues, and until the end that I am be totally cured, I will be sharing to you. In that way, at least I can help and make other people be aware that it's for real. It's not a joke, that they can actually affect you emotionally, and it's not good for you. I will share to you the best thing to fight against it. Again, this is Liva Buhay, your information TV, and see you again on my next video.